century. Basically, it will be a family or community that will own a property, and they will dig it together, or maybe the head of the family will dig it for everyone. And it depends how big the family and how rich he is. He will have inside several burial chambers. So this is one entrance, and then they will have several chambers, sometimes one, most of the time more than one. Over here there are 8 or 6, I don't remember correctly. And every time someone from the family will die, they will open the seal. The seal can be round or that way, okay? And they will open it, they will put the dead over there, and then they will seal it. And it will be the ultimate taboo to open it for no reason. Jews will avoid opening it at almost any cost. They will put sometimes a curse to remind people that this is a place not to bother the dead. Now what would happen, it's interesting because this is a biblical phrase that is lost in English. In the Bible, when they tell us that someone died, they don't tell us he died. Originally in Hebrew, there is a term they say ne'esaf el avotav. This is mean, if I try to translate literally, it was collected to his forefather. Okay, in English it's lost. And why is that? Because in the corner of the cave there will be some sort of a hole in the ground. And what they will do, after a while, someone else from the family died and they need to use it. So they will collect the bones from one of the chambers and they will put it in the hole. It's called collective. In Hebrew, ma'asefa. So someone is collected to his forefather. They collected his bones and put it over there with his forefathers. Okay, so all the bones of the families will be together. Okay, now it changed over the years. There were times that they used to put them in clay vessels, times that they put them together in a collective, times that they will use smaller coffins. Okay, things changed. There was evolution over the years, but this is the style of the 1st century. And when we read about Yeshua, that his tomb was open, we can see over here, this is a heavy stone. Not all of them are rounded, and the stone itself, it's heavy. Sometimes you need 2, 3, or 4 people to lift it. And for sure, no one could push it aside by himself. Okay? And now we understand that when the women arrived at the tomb and it sits open, that's who opened it? Who opened it? No one could open it from the inside. Okay, no one person could open it. And we see the amazement to see it's open. It's heavy. It's by no accident. It was not, hanging on a thread and like the wind blow and it's break and it's open. Okay, it's making no sense. So we can truly see it over here. That was the way the Jews were buried, once again. And this is how Yeshua was buried. When we read the text, we have no doubt that it was used in the same style, maybe in a personal burial chamber, maybe not a family burial chamber, but for sure that style. Okay, why would they use personal and not family? First of all, Jerusalem was more important, and we understand that Joseph de Arimathea was a little bit, let's say, more on the upper middle class and not one of the simple people. He had the means maybe to have a personal burial chamber, but normally those would be owned by a family. Okay? Questions? Pastor, anything, Pastor Kim, that you want to say?
You say many Emmaus.
Emmaus, yes.
We've been here, but another Emmaus is there.
There is another place. Today, everyone recognizes this one. Today, we say this is the one that makes sense. When we say Emmaus, this is Emmaus. There is another church, and people say maybe over there, but they do not call it Emmaus today, because for sure this is Emmaus. We found the mosaic that say Emmaus, Emmaus, Emmaus. So if the mosaic say this is Emmaus, who are asked to argue? They call their town Emmaus, so we won't tell them this is not Emmaus. Okay, so we found the mosaic floor say Emmaus. There is another church, and they said this is where it's happened, but the archaeology and the beliefs, when they ask us where is it exactly, it's over here. There is the question, is it one day walk from Jerusalem here or not? Some people say maybe not. I think yes. You need to walk to be able to walk. But the people at the time, they are not spoiled like us. They could walk. So I believe that this is a one-day walk. Really a full-day walk, but it's possible in one day. I've done it in one day. Okay, I've done it in one day.
Possible.
So it's definitely possible. It's an argument. Why? You know why? Because first of all, it's a good question. The father of the church, Eusebius, from Caesarea, and he's the one that really mapped the land. He said that it's over here. Also, we found it in the mosaic floor in Jordan. Famous. Have you been to Jordan in the Midbar? There is a church over there, and it said it's over here. But there were several versions of the Gospels because it was handwritten, and in all of them a specific distance appear, and in one of them a different distance appear. And we believe that someone mistakenly was copying with a mistake the number. It's happened because originally someone had to copy it over and over again. So it may be that you make a mistake in one number. Also, we are not sure that they understood the distance because they do not use kilometer like us or mile like us. They use different numbers. Today, this is the accepted site for Emmaus. Have you been to a different site before?
Yeah,
Here, yeah. Because everyone come here. It's like there is a different site. I don't remember the last time anyone wanted to go there because it's not making sense. This place called Emmaus. So also the Arab village that used to be here kept the name Emmaus. So the name was kept for 2,000 years. It makes no sense to say it in a different place, for me at least. Okay.
I mean,
So let's head back to the bus and we'll start to drive in the direction of the Ela Valley.